Hi Valerie, Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson this afternoon. So I was just looking at chip and runs and chip shots around the green, really nice and simple shots. And just take a look at your setup. This guy here on the right is 6'2", and let's have a look at yours. So we can straight away see the feet are a lot wider. Okay, we can see the ball position. For me, he's too far back. It's almost opposite your right foot, where this guy's here, his feet are slightly open. It's opposite the left heel. The hands, because the ball's so far back with you, the hands go a long way forwards. If we look at this guy's here, it's only just in front of the, well, it is in front of the ball, but not quite to the extent as yours. So what he's doing is he's using, like here, a 9-iron, and he's using the true loft of a 9-iron, where you had your pitching wedge here and you turned it almost into an 8-iron because the ball was so far back and hands are going forwards. Now when you have them little delicate shots in this setup, you can't really get the ball coming out soft. So you ended up trying to sort of scoop the ball out. So if we have a look at this setup now, as you go back, you're going to see here, as you come through, you're going to try and back up and scoop it and try and lift it in the air. Now that's going to cause a few problems, obviously, with the tighter lies and things like that. You can't scoop them off the tight lies. So, and that's just your subconscious trying to help you get it coming out softer. If you actually play one well from this setup, it comes out and hits the green and just keeps running and running and running. So all we needed to do is get that set up more neutral, like this guy here on the right. Get closer to it, Valerie. I want them hands a bit more vertical, so the hands are a little bit more upright. It gets the hands locked. And then from there, just use the shoulders like a putting stroke. Just turn it back and turn him through for me. Then you started to strike it really well. That's technique one done. Sort of 70% of weight on that side. Easy peasy. If we look at this guy here on the right, as he winds up, you can see the hands are doing nothing. It's all turned back, turned through, great contact, and just turns again. And we can see the club head and shaft not really doing a lot. Okay. Next part we worked on was really where you want to land the ball. My rule is if we can, let's always try and land the ball just on the green, and then use the club that will propel the ball the right distance. So if the flag is cut close to the green, we're only a couple of feet away from it, we're going to need a little bit of loft, like maybe like a pitch or a sand. And if the flag was on 30 foot, then we'd probably use an 8 or a 9 or a 7, you know, trying to propel the ball that way. That's the skill part of the chipping. At some point, we can't always land the ball on the green, like I said, and you're going to have to move that spot. So instead of pitching it on the green, you're going to pitch it short. And you're just going to work out in your head, you know, when you land the ball in this specific position, how far the ball will run through that grass or run on the green. And that, like I said, that's the skillful bit. But you'll play these shots in the course, strike them well, and might come away with going, I should use a 7-iron out there rather than an 8-iron, or vice versa, and things like that. But it's always a positive, never a negative. So work on this new setup for me. Keep it very neutral, and look forward